Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Radja with student number 7310231045, and tonight I want to share my understanding about discursive pragmatics and cyber pragmatics. So I will start with discursive pragmatics. So from my understanding, this discursive pragmatics is like discursive pragmatics focuses on how language works in real conversations or written text, especially over a longer speech, especially over a longer stretch of speech, not just single sentences. So instead of looking at isolated words or grammar rules, discursive pragmatics looks at how people build meaning through interaction, and by considering the text, the relationship between speaker, the social setting, and the purpose of the conversation. So, for example, if someone says, "Well, that's one way to do it," so depending on their tone or and the situation, it could mean agreement, disagreement, sarcasm, or even annoyance. So the discursive pragmatics tries to understand these layers of meaning by looking at discourse, how language is used across full conversations, interviews, media, and even political speeches. So it combines ideas from discourse analysis and pragmatics to study things like politeness, power, persuasion, or indirect meanings in communication. And then for the next is cyber pragmatics. So from my understanding, the cyber pragmatics is about how we use language in digital spaces like emails, text messages, social media, online forums, or even video games. So it was first introduced by the scholar Francisco Yus, and it tries to answer an important question. So the question is, how is online communication different from face-to-face communication? So in 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 real life, when we talk to someone, we use body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. But in online, especially in written text, those clues are missing. So uh, how do we express emotion, humor, sarcasm, or politeness? That's why cyber pragmatics explores. So, maybe think about how people use emojis to show feelings, and caption to shouting, caption for shouting, and shortcuts like lol or DRB, and then memes or GIF to express ideas or reactions. So cyber pragmatics studies how people adjust their language to make sure they are understood, even when they are typing from behind a screen. So it also looks at things like online identities, misunderstandings, and how people manage politeness or disagreement in comments or messages. So for conclusion, discursive pragmatics and cyber pragmatics help us understand how communication is changing, and discursive pragmatics help us analyze how people shape meaning in real conversations, including power dynamics, persuasion, and social roles. While cyber pragmatics help us make sense of how digital tools are reshaping language, tone, and interaction. So, in a world where more and more communication happens online, these fields give us valuable tools to understand how people connect and sometimes disconnect through language. So I think that's all from my understanding about the material. I will close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.